Hello guys, Akako here again. Welcome to this Hangout webinar. And today's subject is position yourself as a leader in the marketplace. I think it's really important for us to understand the importance of actually positioning yourself as a leader right at the beginning when we start a business. I know you might say, oh my gosh, it's scary, I've just only started, I have no idea what to do and how to do it. Don't worry, I'm going to take you through some steps that you can actually take in order to do it. For those who are obviously watching me, you probably noticed that I don't have a very English accent. I'm actually from Poland, and English is my second language. But what I've managed to do, I've managed to turn the kind of a disadvantage for some into the advantage, because what I'm trying to do is at the moment is to kind of like empower people whose second language is actually English. Don't worry, we will talk about it as well. I just want to make people realize that sometimes the things that we think, oh, it might be a disadvantage for you, it can actually turn into something good. And yeah, some of my friends, they say that I actually speak Ponglish and not really the English language. Yeah, so why is it so important to actually position yourself as a leader in an industry, in the marketing industry? Well, it's not because you are better or because you are just trying to show off, but it is because you want to stand out from the crowd. And why is it so important? Because probably you realize that you have noticed that there is loads of people in the online world who, what they do is basically they just pitch the companies, and you can just find it all over the place when they're just trying to pitch the business, join me, lock your spot, and join my business. So what you want to do, you just want to make sure that you don't make the same mistakes, and you are just a slightly different person. Because imagine what most people do is giving people the like a sales card, shopping card, I would rather say, hoping that they will buy it from them. But when you think about it, there's just so many people, for instance, promoting the same company. Why would they come to you? You have to understand that people buy from people who they know, like, and trust. They're not going to buy a product from anybody. They just buy the products from the people they know, they like, and they trust. And how do you get there? How do you get to people, and how do you make people to like you and trust you? You have to give them the value. And I think this is the key point, obviously, in this online world, that you have to give as much value as you can, and you have to give that value up front. I know it is a lot of work, but this is how it works. If you want to be a really successful marketer, you have to make sure that you give lots of value. And I think obviously this is the key lesson as well here, that you have to define who you really are in the online world. It will definitely makes it much easier for you to market once you know what your market is. So define what is going to make you stand out in this business. How are you going to be special? What is your expertise? I know you might just say, oh, I've only just started, I have no idea, well, I'm not an expert, I don't know anything about it. The whole point about this business, and actually this business model, is all about learning, implementing, and teaching. So do not worry, you are in the right hands and in the right track. You just have to put this in mind, that this business model is all about learning, implementing, and teaching. Okay, so well, if you want to run your online business, you just have to go to the point when you just realize that you have to have that expertise in something. I know that at the beginning, I was just trying to be all over the place, and I was trying to learn everything, and I wanted to know everything. And to be honest with you, it didn't work out, because it's just impossible for you to know everything. You just have to do one thing, learn something, implement, learn, see the results, share the results, and then you can move on to the next step. Because otherwise you're just going to burn yourself out, and obviously it's not very good. So for instance, like in my case, as I said before, English is my second language, so I decided that I want to empower people whose English is a second language, and I want to show them and help them to realize that you can actually run the business, and you will always find the people who would like to join you, because they might have exactly the same issues and problems as you do. So you have to define what makes you different, how are you different, what are your values, and define your area of expertise. This is really, really crucial. As I said, you do not want to be all over the place. You just have to make sure you know what you want to stick to. There will be more and more training about it as well. But at the moment, I think that this is the key point, just to really define what makes you different and define your area of expertise. And again, I would suggest you to observe and follow successful people. Watch them. Look what they do, follow their steps. I know that you might think, oh, but I can't be as good as they are, I can't have the same kind of the webinars they do, I cannot have the same training they provide. Well, they started somewhere as well. So just make sure you start. For instance, what you can do, you can, for instance, listen to this kind of the webinar, take the notes, and then record something for yourself. And if you are too scared to start your own hangouts at the moment, what you can do, you can start your own blog and blog your post and take it from there. As long as you just provide a value, it will really benefit yourself and your business. And I think this is very, very important in order to grow your business. So follow the footprints of successful people and you will get there. Don't get stuck in a position where you just like, oh, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I've been there, and I know sometimes it's very difficult to come out because, as I said, you're just trying to do everything at the same time. Don't do it. Follow the footprints. And most of the time, whenever you join a marketing company, you're gonna get the business plan step by step on what to do and how to do it. So you're never on your own. I know that sometimes we all need a bit of a kick, which obviously makes it then easier to do things. But just make sure, once you get the plan, follow it. Make yourself coachable. That's very important. And what also I want to say is just start cloning yourself. Teach people what you just learned. So that's again the rule, of learning, implementing, and teaching. Create a small group of people who will follow you and tell them what to do next. And this is how you become the leader. So once people know what to do next, they start to do things that you tell them to do. Because at the end of the day, you want to work as a team. And you've got to just realize that this is all about teamwork. You can't do it by yourself. You have to have people that will just, help you to grow, but you have to help them to grow first. And I know you probably know the saying that, you can have anything in the world you want as long as you help others to get what they want. So this is the only way to actually get to the success is by helping others and teaching them something that you've already learned. There was these days there's so many different programs that you can actually join, and then they give you a training that you can just learn from and then pass it on as well. And this is how you basically build your team. So I was obviously saying about the provide the value. Value is the key. People will join you if you provide the value. So as I said, it can be a webinar, it can be a blog post, it can be some kind of a videos that then you can share on a social media. Obviously, I hope you know that you can use the social media to run your business. These days, we have all sorts of different platforms. You can use Facebook, you can use Twitter, you can use Instagram, you can use LinkedIn, you can use Pinterest, all sorts. It is up to you which one you decide to go for. We always recommend to just focus on one and then make it work, and then obviously you can maybe go to another one. I like Facebook because there's millions and millions of people on the Facebook, and you can actually, share on your wall some inspirational quotes and value. Depends what are your values. And then you can also create a fan page, and then on the fan page you are actually have a chance to advertise it. Once you advertise it, then obviously it's called paid advertising, and you can do it there. I think the next time I will do a training about the advertising as well, the ways how you can advertise your fan page and what to do and how to do it and how to actually create a fan page, because I kind of understand that some of you might not even know how to create a fan page, but this will be for the next training. But what I also wanted to talk about is, like, if you want to manifest success into your business, you have to truly believe in yourself that you can do it. Everything that you think about and how you feel about, you will manifest in your life. And the secret is actually to stay excited for as long as you can. I know people get excited and stay excited 2 days, 3 days, and then they're like, oh, nothing is working for me, I'm just gonna give up, that's it, I'm just gonna give up. That's not the point. You have to stay excited for as long as you're going to see your first results. That's it, period. People have often also asked me, what do I do if I don't have any result just yet? And how am I going to talk to people? Well, what do I say? Well, even if you don't have the result just yet, you have to share others people's results. Use your upline, use the people who are in your business as well, use your sponsors. Just make sure that you share other people's results. So this is very important, so people just know that it's not just you, but there is more of you who are actually building this. So yeah, you always have a help, and don't be afraid to ask for help, because that's very important. People are looking for leadership. People not going to join just anybody. They're going to join somebody that they see that they can provide value, that will help them, that will do something for them, and that will make their life easier. Because we all, as human beings, we're all looking for a solution to our problems. We all have problems, and we all are looking for the solutions to our problems. It's not all about, oh, what is she talking about, what is she saying. It's about how what she is saying it can help me. So I want you to realize that whatever I'm saying now today on this webinar, on this hangout I should say, is all about helping you to understand the importance of becoming a leader in a marketplace, so then you can start growing your team and truly become a very successful leader. Like, look at the people around you. Have you ever seen, like, million thousand of the same people pitching the same business but not really providing any value, instead of just like, buy this and buy this, buy this? Well, nobody likes to be sold to. People don't like to be sold to. People like to buy. Everybody wants to buy because everybody wants to improve their lives. And I think that's really important for you to realize that it will make definitely a big difference. But going back to the emotions, what you think you attract into your life. So, for instance, you wake up in the morning and you start thinking that you're not feeling very well about today. That's obviously negative emotions. You're going the wrong direction. How do you change that? Obviously, there are the ways of changing the directions. And you have to go the other way, where everything will be more positive. Even Einstein, said that this is just physics. It's not any abracadabra. These are the physics. We are made of energy, and we vibrate all the time. And you have to just realize that positive attracts positive, negative attracts negative. So I want you to make sure that you know what you're attracting into your life and into your business. And also, I wanted to talk about how to attract the right people into your business, because you probably are aware that you don't want to attract any negative people into your business, and you don't want to attract any victims into your business, because you don't want to go through this period when you're just suffering, and you hear all this, I don't have the money, or I don't have the time, or I don't know how to do it, or I don't know how to do it, no, I'm too scared to do this. If you have people like this, it will be really difficult for you to actually move forward with them. So make sure that you look for people who are open, who are open-minded, who like to have fun, who are willing to do whatever it takes to be successful. My quote every morning, when I talk with my partner, with my boyfriend, we always say to ourselves, just do it, just do it, just do it, and just do it. Because that's the only way to do it. You just have to do it and do it and do it until you get there. And I know at the beginning, sometimes you might feel, well, I keep saying at the beginning, because I know how it feels when you are the beginner and you just kind of feel like, I don't know how to do this, I don't know how to do that. And I just know, just do it. The easiest way for you to succeed in any business is to learn, teach, and that's how it goes. So yeah, going back to attracting right people into your business is try not to be negative at any point. Be positive, and this is how you actually attract the positive people into coming to your life. I would also avoid attracting and signing up for your business people who are broke or have no money, because obviously it just becomes more difficult. But they just keep saying, I don't have the money with you. So I would just go for people who actually have the money, people who are just looking for a different lifestyle. For people who, for instance, have children, they have jobs, the children go to school, or maybe they're already in a university, but the people who don't have time to live the life they want. They are willing to pay any amount of the money to get that freedom. You have to also understand, and I will also always say this to people, that a business costs money. When I had my traditional business before, I had a beauty clinic, I would normally pay £3,000 a month plus overheads a month. So if somebody tells me that paying $100 a month is a lot of money, well, I just kind of think that they can't be really a business person, because if they don't understand the whole point of having a business, they won't succeed at it, and they won't be good at it. So just make sure that the people that you're signing up, they actually understand that being in a business requires you to pay bills, to pay something, to pay for the system, to pay for the blog, for instance. And just don't lie to yourself that you can make money without actually investing your time and the money into something. I know how sometimes people say, I just want to be rich, without investing anything. Well, I've never heard about anything and anybody. If people don't want to do it, well, just advise them to get a job. Because this is where you actually go, you work, you get the money at the end of the month, that's it, done. So yeah, I think this is what I wanted to share with you, and I hope this hangout will actually help you, and you got some valuable information here. So just make sure that once you start, right at the beginning, position yourself as a leader, start creating the content, start creating the value. Do not be afraid, and also work on your mindset, which is very, very important. If you are afraid of doing things, if you're afraid of taking a risk, and if you're afraid of moving on, make sure that you work on your mindset. Here, obviously in my system and iPass, we have all sorts of different trainings that really help us to move forward and to actually feed our mind with such an amazing information and such amazing value that you just feel good. Obviously you do face obstacles from time to time, as probably in any business, when you just get stuck and you don't know how to do it. But once listening to the right videos and the training, you are just easily can overcome anything and anywhere. But also connect with other people from the company, because it just makes it so much easier. Just ask them, how did you do this? How did you overcome this? What was the biggest problem? What was the biggest issue? And what was your biggest defeat? And I think that would really definitely help you. So I hope that will help, and have an amazing day, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.